All right, so Providence, Rhode Island is in the top 10 lists of Realtor.com, Realtor.com's list of the highest potential appreciating cities of 2022. What the hell does that mean? What's Realtor.com? If you don't know what Realtor.com is a consumer oriented website that advertises listings from real estate agents. They grab data directly from the MLS. So they grab listings from the MLS, but then they're one of the highest tracking consumer websites. So they have a lot of people who are there on a daily basis looking for properties. So they're able to track that behavior, and they're seeing that a lot of people are searching Providence, and they're seeing how the city has appreciated, where people are coming from, and moving to Providence. So with all that, they created a list. Where they predict the top 10 cities in the country. And surprisingly enough, to a lot of people, Providence has made it on that list. It was not surprising to us because we've been talking about this since, I feel like, 1991. You know what I mean? And yeah, if you, by the way, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to go and dig deep like we did to get all these articles, subscribe to our YouTube channel and, yeah, get this information. We get it for you. We serve it for you in a silver platter, and 8-9 minute videos. You can get informed. Now let's get into this video. Will, what do you have? 10 towns, 12 cities? Yeah. Utah. 8.5%. Boom. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Who's going to go? Colts. Yeah. Columbus, Ohio. LeBron James. I'm just a kid from Akron, Ohio, man. Yeah. All right, number 6. Yes, dude. Yes. Yeah. That's freaking fantastic. Do you want to talk about this a little bit? I'm not kidding. Like, you could go back to our videos a year ago. We talked about this. I don't want to say we predicted it, but we did. Like, we really did. We were saying more people from Boston are calling us every day, which was true. But more people from Boston were just moving here every day. We were seeing those patterns of people, right? A lot of young people could not simply afford to live in Boston anymore. And when things shut down, why the hell would you pay $4,000 for a bathroom to live in, where you can come in somewhere in Providence and live in a single family house? We literally talked about this a million times. Maybe we can get some snippets from those videos and put them on. But yeah, exactly. But we did, and that's where Providence is. And I honestly think like it's only scratching the surface. I really think that it's going to continue to appreciate as a city. I think it's going to come to a point where it's almost going to be market proof, even if as a state, or as even if New England is not doing good with real estate, and if the market is not strong enough. I think Providence as a city is almost going to have its own economy when it comes to real estate. What do you think? Yeah.
Closer to where action is, or you can be, like I said, you can be in that quieter neighborhood just a few minutes away. So like street to street is so different, but you have all these different options, and guess what? It's relatively affordable.
Yeah.
Compared to these cities like Boston and New York.
Oh yeah.
And it's very accommodating, right, in terms of where it's located.
Yeah.
You can still get to work in Boston. You can still get to work in Central Rhode Island. You could even, I know people who commute to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Or up to Worcester.
Even New York, dude. I just was in New York. I took the train. 3 hours. I mean, I'm not saying to do it every day, but let's say if you go there on a Monday, come back on a Thursday, it's a very easy commute with the train. You park right here or get an Uber, get on the train, a couple of stops, and you're there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a great it's a great city.
Across people here is the investment opportunity.
Yeah.
Just how accommodating the location it is.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fun stuff going on. I mean, to have a place that you can go find great food, great entertainment, but also have a place to park. Where else can you find that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I wanted to add one more thing. Yeah. So I remember in 2018 and 19, I would list these multifamily houses, right? 3 units. And people would say, like, people at that time would complain, like, Hope, the Hope area, right? Which is right below the east side. I remember I listed the house there, 3 unit, $310,000. And I remember people saying, "Oh my God, it's so expensive. I can't believe it." Like, and somebody gave us asking, we closed it, was fine. But if you go there now, you're looking at 410, 450, 480. I don't know what's happening, but
And then forget about the east side.
oh yeah, I mean that's the east side is like it's been like that for a long time, you know.
But even the thing is, even if you have money, right? It's like you can accommodate anybody.
Yeah.
Any price range. You go to the east side and still pay $1 million for a multifamily, and
Yeah.
it'll be a fantastic investment based on
Absolutely.
rents you're getting from
Mhm.
people at Brown, right?
Yes.
And things like that.
Yeah.
There's investors all the time just willing to go spend
Oh yeah.
$1 million on a 3 or 4 unit.
Absolutely.
This makes financial sense to me. It's going to keep appreciating.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going up.
You can go over towards Smith Hill or the PC area, right? Find something for about 400K, and that's just going to keep appreciating over there too.
100%.
You have all the PC kids in that area. It's just going to keep getting better and better. The whole area keeps getting turned over.
Yeah.
Places are being renovated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kept.
Yeah.
Neighborhoods
Yeah.
are getting better. So.
Yeah, we have a video which we could probably link in here where I walk through Smith Hill, I think, Elmhurst, and yeah, it's a good one. And which one is it? I think Broadway. I also walked through Broadway and just kind of talk about those 3 neighborhoods. They're on fire. They're super hot, and they're just gonna keep getting better and better because of especially outside investors. I mean, literally, there's people coming, buying single family homes and just renting them out. One thing we don't have yet, which I wouldn't be surprised it would happen very soon, is, the iBuyers and the hedge funds. They're buying properties in like Denver, Colorado, and these cities, and they're just destroying the market basically. Like they're buying up an entire street, and then they renovate those houses and they just relist them by $100,000 more, and they control the whole pricing in the neighborhood. Right? They can do that because they have a lot of money. We don't see that at that level yet, and I honestly hope that we are not going to see it for a little while because that's not good news for the regular consumer. But with that said, get into Providence, own a property before that happens, and you're going to be in tip-top shape.
Absolutely.
You know?
So one of the things I want you to talk about, Albert, because I touched on it when we first started talking in this segment, but when you think of a city, right, you think about multifamilies, you think of all these different investment properties, you think of things that are close together, but there's some good opportunities to have a single family
Yeah.
acquired neighborhood in Providence. So I think this year you sold a couple. You had someone that paid well over asking for it, but they got a fantastic
Yeah.
family property.
Yeah.
So just talk a little bit about, the opportunity for people to come into Providence and own a single family.
Yeah.
Have some room, have some space, be in a nice neighborhood, but also be able to live in a big city.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't, you almost
No.
have to, you think in your mind, big city, right? Like, no, I'm going to go out to the suburbs to find my single family.
Yeah, or like somewhere far. Like exactly. That's a really good point. Like somewhere like Boston, you'd have to go somewhere like Quincy, right? But Quincy from actually the city, it's about 35 minutes probably, with the train and stuff. I mean, I don't know exactly, like with traffic and stuff. But in Providence, you could be literally in the city, like a neighborhood like Elmhurst or College Hill or Hope, right? Where you could own a single family house, and you could pay between $250 and $350, right? And have a decent house, and you can live and be literally right there. Whole Foods, 2 blocks down, downtown, restaurants, activities. Providence offers that, and I'm not the one saying it. It's Realtor.com saying it now. I used to say it, and then I stopped saying it, and now it's Realtor.com who keeps bringing it back up. They took my glory, man. I just was doing this based on feel and intuition, and they came back with the data, and I didn't make the headlines like they did, but it's fine. We just want the city to continue to go up, right? We're here to represent the city. Cool. Awesome. Anything else you want to add? Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is it for today's video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are lazy and you don't like to do your own research, check out our YouTube channel. 7 to 8 minutes of gold delivered to you twice to 3 times a week. Twice to thrice. All right. Until the next video, we'll see you. Albert and Will, we're out.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
Will.
Yeah, I was just... Subscribe here. Watch the latest videos over here.